In today's video, I'm going to be showing you awesome farms and duplication glitches and other things that I found on TikTok. So yeah, let's get right into it. I really don't have a clue what these things are, but hey, we'll just check them out and look what they are. I mean, that's what we're doing. But this one here seems to be a string duplication farm, which is pretty common because there's a lot of ways to duplicate string. So what it seems like they've done here is just put the dispenser on a timer. And whenever you step on the tripwires, it kind of, takes the water back. So we're gonna put the water in here. We can put a lever on top of here. Redstone torch on the side. Now we have 2 dispensers going this way, 2 going this way. Put them all on 3 ticks. Now we just connect it up with redstone, and there we go. Now we have a water clock, sort of. That needs to be 1 more this way because I didn't put it far enough. So it needs to be, 9 blocks? And when you've done that, well, you take your tripwires, and then you just place those there. Then you place some water here, the string. Also, we can make this on a shorter timer when I think about it. So you can have these 2 on 1 tick, these 2 on 3 ticks. And I was wrong. You maybe need longer. Oopsies. Alright, well, the premise is still there. As you can see, I now have 5 string in my inventory. I place 3 down, and I'll have, 9? Yeah, I'll have 9. So it duplicates 1 string at the time. Of course, the way easier way of doing this is this little contraption right here where you just place your string there, close the trapdoor. You actually walk over it, my bad, and then you duplicate tripwires. So that's how you duplicate tripwires and, well, string. For some reason, I thought you duplicated string with this because I don't know. I forgot. Anyway, let's move on to the next one. Alright, so the next one here is an iron golem farm. So what we need to do is create a little platform up in the air. We gotta place some beds there, cover it with glass, and of course get some villagers in there. Now there's just a roof on top, a couple of hoppers going into a chest, and we place cobblestone fences around a 3x3 water, and some lava, and a zombie, of course, okay. That can look at the villagers, and then iron golems just spawn on top of it. Interesting. So let's try that too then. So it looked like it was a significant distance up in the air, and they created a 5x5. After that, they placed 3 beds like this, 1 here and then 1 going out there, so you have 5 beds. And then you just had some glass going around. I believe it was 4 tall. No, it actually wasn't. It was 3 tall. Poor villagers not getting any headspace at all. And now with that done, we just create a simple roof above it. After, you probably have to get minecarts and get villagers from, a village just like that, like this guy. Then you have to transport them in here. And it looked like you needed 5 of them. Because, 5 beds. And then probably just give them some food. So 5 stacks of bread will do, I guess. And then you cover this up. And then you make cobblestone walls 4 tall. And when you've done that, you go to this corner, or just any corner rather. You get yourself some hoppers and a chest. Then you just place the hoppers just like that, and 1 here. Now supposedly you get some water, and you place it right here. And looked like he wanted you to place 2 signs like this. 1 on the side there, 1 on the side there. And then some lava, just like that. Alright, so this is so iron golems burn when they get pushed in here. Now what we need to do is get a zombie looking at the villagers. So to do that, we just create this simple little platform here, place a zombie there, and we break this glass so that, he can't get through. And now the villagers are very scared all of the time, poor guys. But supposedly, there's an iron golem that's going to spawn here, so let's watch it. I just realized, depending on your angle, this water doesn't really look right, does it? But I can confirm, I've been standing here for quite a while now and nothing has happened, but I do know it should work. Because under regular circumstances, when you have a lot of villagers and spawn a couple zombies, iron golem should spawn. But in this case, it looks like it doesn't even happen at all. Interesting. I have forgotten what I'm doing wrong, but I know it's supposed to work, so let's just move on. Alright, so here we have another trick with villagers. Apparently this is so we get infinite emeralds. So one of them has a book trade, 4 books for 1 emerald. You turn that one into a zombie villager, cure him, so it's 1 book for 1 emerald. Ooh. And then what you do is get the other one trade, 4 bookshelves. And then you break those bookshelves and trade it back for books. Let's go ahead and try this one. Alright, so let's make 2 villager chambers. Alright, and now let's see. This is not the trade I want. Neither of them seem to have the trade I want, but let's trade with them and see if I can get the right ones. And of course, if an unfortunate accident were to happen to a villager, no problem, because, he doesn't know it's you. So, there we go. And there we go. We have one of the trades we want. Oh, and I just realized you don't even need 2 villagers for this. Look at this one. So, he does it in himself. So you only need 1 villager. Wow. All right, well, let's turn him into a zombie by doing this. Careful when you deal with villagers. They don't like to go where you want. So, come on, man. So make sure you put them carefully in a cage or something. And of course, you gotta turn them into zombies, get the better trades. And well, now you have to wait a long time because they like to take a long time. Oh, and as proof of earlier testing, you can see that there's an iron golem that spawned there. Oh, and one just spawned here as well, so we know this works. Awesome. All right, sick. Well, put this in. Yeah, good job, Mogi. No clue why it suddenly wanted to work, but hey, it did, which is awesome. All right, and now with the zombie villager converted into a zombie villager. Dude, this is confusing. I can see that I should have gotten a better villager. Because, well, this guy just about makes it so you make your money back. Start with 3 emeralds. We buy a bookshelf, break the bookshelf, and, do that. And now we get 3 emeralds, and then we can do that again. Now, there is probably a way to go around this, which would be converting him again. Or you could obtain the hero of the village, because then it would go back down to 1 emerald. So here we go, 3 bookshelves for 1 bookshelf for 1 emerald. Now we get there. Now I have 9 if it would trade. And yeah, that's how to get infinite emeralds. Let's move on to a simple Enderman farm. So of course, to get to the end, we have to make a portal because I'm in creative and I can do that. Very cool. And of course, beating the dragon would be a very massive suggestion because he could get in the way. So you just kill him in 2 shots, just like this. And there we come on, come back here. But now I'd suggest going to where you think a lot of Endermen will be. So probably, let's say around here. Dig a 4-block hole just like this. Or you can make it a little bit bigger. That's all depending on you. You choose. Just make sure it's 2x2 or 3x3 or bigger. And then dig it down quite a few blocks. So that the Endermen will be low health when they fall down here. 40 blocks would be optimum. Optimum? I don't know which is the correct word. Then just place your storage units down and some hoppers going into them. And some carpets on top. Now, I have completely forgotten to actually show the TikTok. This is the TikTok we're referencing to. So you have a lot of Endermen angry at something and they drop down into a hole and we kill them all. I swear, I do YouTube, okay? Don't blame me. And what he's done here is he's placed an endermite right above where he's dug the hole. And then he just has the hoppers, of course, into a chest. And above ground, as you can see, you place a endermite inside a minecart of some sort. And you make sure it has a name tag. So the way you do this is, of course, you get a minecart, you place it here on a block, then under you can place something like a chain or a iron bar. Let's just use a chain because that looks cool. Above it, you have your minecart. Now just make sure you secure this minecart by placing blocks all around it on all 4 sides. Now how you would get an endermite in here is by using ender pearl, because they do spawn sometimes after you use an ender pearl. So you can just sit here, spam ender pearls, make sure you have healing. Maybe throwing it up would be a good idea. And after a while, your endermite will get in here. Now just make sure he somehow gets in the minecart, because apparently that's really hard to do. And there we go, we got him inside the minecart. Now just get a name tag, and then make sure you named the endermite. Maybe you have to do that before you actually place him in the minecart though. But here we go, push him in the minecart, there we go. So that he stays still and doesn't actually move. Now after you've done that, you can remove all the blocks. Make sure you have your chain here or something. Do that, and there we go. Now all the endermen are going to be really loud and they're mad. And the way we're gonna make them fall down is by using trapdoors, just like this. Maybe you should do a couple of these steps beforehand though. But you just open these and there you go. Now you just head on down here. Make sure the roof above you is just 2 blocks. And then you can just punch them. And there you go. You can of course make this as cozy as you want. But here you go. Here's an infinite ender pearl farm. And it's really easy to make. All you need for it is just this 1 endermite. And they'll just keep on pouring in. Some may get stuck, but they'll push each other in eventually. And yeah, it's really, really simple to do. Make sure you slay the dragon first though, because he will probably destroy this thing too. But let's move on to the next one. Now next I'm gonna show you a really cool one that I found out myself. This is more of a creative, fun TikTok hack that you can do. But hey, you should maybe do it, you know, because why not? So what we're gonna do is go up in the air. We're gonna create 3 blocks here and 1 here. Now we're gonna go back like 4 or 5 from that block. And then we're going to make a wall of pistons. It only needs to be 5 wide and maybe 3 high. And of course, to wire it all up, you just put some repeaters here, some redstone here, some more blocks on top of it. And now you just do this. There you go. Now it's all done. Now you can put whatever you want down below here. You choose. But extend the piston wall or have it, you know, retracted, up to you. But now we're gonna get 1 pillager and a villager spawn egg. Now you just spawn a lot of pillagers right here. You do the same on this block and then you do the same on this one. So you have a lot of pillagers just right here. Now place a villager right here. They'll all just charge their bows and the poor guy, oh no. That didn't go as I wanted it to. Oops, I may or may not have done this. Anyway, to prevent that from happening, we can just enclose them in. Although it looks cooler when they're not. So we're just gonna place barriers there instead. And above here, we can just place some chains so they can't jump up. Now we can go back to spawning them. And there we go. Now we have 25 exactly in each one of them because mob tramming. And well, they're looking quite ominously at me. This is not fun. But we're gonna go ahead, place the villager there. Now they hard charge their bows and shoot at the villager. And ouch, that looks like it hurts. Place another one. And they immediately fire their arrows. That's actually quite fun to just look at. It's hilarious. And well, you want to release some arrows. You maybe place something under there and boom. You have a barrage of arrows just going down. And this is quite fun to just look at and do. Why? Don't ask me. It just is, alright? And there we go. Okay. Now we have a lot of things there. We extend it. There we go. And now we retract it and boom. A barrage of arrows just going down. Now that's just more of a fun creative TikTok hack that I wanted to do. So yeah, I'm kind of like out of TikToks. It's really hard to find more. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you all for watching. Take care and goodbye.